Inside my hoodie. Inside my hoodie. Inside my hoodie. I'm hoodie. I'm hoodie.
And we're back.
Using the old intro again?
Yeah, I decided to use the other one for my tarot pulls,
No.
but I still haven't even done that. Because it's freezing. So we did it. We made it to the doctors.
We made it.
How'd it go?
It's okay.
What'd they say about your shoulder? They're like, yeah.
Well, it wasn't a shoulder thing. I couldn't ask her about it because it was only a like an annual checkup.
So she's like,
had to
no,
pay-
nothing else.
Because the annual checkup was free. If I would have had for something else, with the insurance being up there, I couldn't ask for anything more than, you know.
God, that sucks.
I know, stupid. Still haven't figured it out. I'm still waiting on an answer. So, you know,
I can't believe it went up like $700.
my broker, the guy that like is like in between. I've been talking back and forth. He said he reached out to I guess the insurance company. He heard back from him. He didn't understand the email they sent him, so he sent another one. So I don't know. Somebody's goofing around.
Dang. Well, if only we were in the era of the bionic. Wouldn't that be nice?
Like what? Bionic brain?
Give you a brand new robotic shoulder.
Oh, that
could lift 200 pounds without even flexing.
Either that or a bionic brain. I don't have migraines anymore.
Man, yeah, because I take Adderall, and if I try, I just have to buy the generic. Because if I try to get it,
well, like the premium name, right? It's like
because we don't have insurance, you know, like
no, you don't, yeah.
I could buy the generic, which is fine. It's $60, but if I don't have that, I'm not cool.
Yeah, well, hopefully I'll figure it out. I need to figure out before the beginning of the year, which is time is ticking. So
time is ticking away, ticking away.
But the only thing I really need to know is if I'm liable for that $2,000 or not. That's my only question. If I'm not, and I don't think I am.
What $2,000? You know, I don't pay attention.
I know we talked about this before.
What's the $2,000?
No, because it was no premium up until the end of October, right? So now they're saying November to December, $1,000 a month premium I have to pay before I get, or I was supposed to pay before I have insurance. Then it goes only down to $24 in January, which I've already paid. But they're different policies though. So, my research says the $2,000, like for November, which I haven't paid, I don't have to pay. Now it may affect my credit, but so what?
For real. Credit's the lamest thing in the world because I paid off a car and my credit dropped because I wasn't actively paying anything on credit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's all scam.
It's all a scam.
I know people have 800 credit scores and they can't get anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the best thing there is. No,
it's like that old Vegas saying, "The house always wins."
That's right.
Like it's somewhere.
The government always wins.
Always.
Or somebody does.
And if it sounds too good to be true,
it is
too good to be true. Yeah. Except this job. This job's pretty.
Oh, you gotta get car paid $99 a month for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Or like that place in downtown Dawsonville. It's every car is $99 or 99 cents or whatever down, but they're gonna charge you $500 bi-weekly.
Or something, or the interest could be high too.
Yeah, like it's like just 60% interest.
It's kind of like old the payday loan kind of thing.
Those things are freaking
400% interest.
Or the title max, they don't even let you.
Loan.
They will not. Any of your payments do not go towards your principal loan, so you could pay off their monthly payment for the rest of your life.
Well, that's what a lot of credit. If you have a high credit card debt, most people are just paying, the interest. They're not paying.
Yeah.
Because you can't afford to pay it. If you have a 20% credit card interest rate, you think you're ever going to be able to pay it off? Hell no.
No, because they don't pay it off the principal
And
because they're thieves.
most people only make a minimum payment anyway. That's why.
Yeah.
See,
because the companies are thieves.
They know how to just keep
freaking,
paying them. It never ends.
It's just a giant world of Peters and Pauls
and pussies. No.
We wish.
Peter
Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Yeah.
Oh, today was awesome. I did not go to town like I was supposed to. I took a nap instead. I took your advice.
I thought you were going to pick up your meds.
I was, but I took a nap instead.
But you didn't go. No.
I remember I walked out of the kitchen all pissed off, and then I came over here to get ready, and then I sat right where you are, and I napped for like 3 hours.
You just went.
Yeah. I woke up stiff. I was like, oh. I thought it was way past 7:30, and I was like, I missed the podcast. I probably have a million texts from Michael.
but it
wasn't even 7 yet.
That's funny.
So, yeah, I've just been chilling. Tomorrow, though, I am gonna go tomorrow. I'm gonna.
You sure?
Yeah. So, someone we all know is doing like a long ass run tomorrow, and then gonna stop here for a quick sandwich, and then keep going.
You keep going.
Well, they're gonna
keep going.
They're gonna keep going after their sandwich. Then I'll go to town after I say hello. So,
and then you can say goodbye.
Yeah. Hi, bye. Hello, bye. Hello, bye. How can I?
Well, at least you have some
good bellow.
At least you have some company next week. Kyle's staying up here.
Oh, that's right.
He's not going anywhere.
Mm.
Well, he said he might go over like to town and get some food or something because like Christmas Day, nothing's open. I mean, why would you even go anywhere? But he said his girlfriend, she's spending with her family, and so he's up here. She's supposed to be here on Tuesday, but she has to go back to Atlanta. So, or
I don't know,
Lakeville or wherever it is, or Lawrenceville.
No one tells me anything. That's why I'm quitting.
You're quitting.
Quitting in a month.
You're quitting.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
You're not quitting.
I'm useless here, apparently. So,
but for who says that?
Our boss.
Eric says that?
Yeah.
Since when?
He said at lunch yesterday that when with Sarah going to New York for a week, that the place is gonna fall apart.
Yeah, right.
That motherfucker has no idea what I shoulder here.
That's insinuating that you'll know anything, right?
That's exactly why I want to fucking leave. Because fuck you. Motherfucker's here 8 hours a week, acts like he knows what's going on. I want to tell everybody it's inappropriate to say something like that about your GM at lunch anyways, even if you're just joking.
Yeah.
And you can't show up 8 hours a week and think you have a solid idea of what goes on the other 160 hours.
Right.
So piss off. You can find someone else. Because guarantee you no one, like, it's very rare someone will show up like I do and stick around and sacrifice their whole life for this place.
Right.
And if he can't recognize that, then I'm going to have to show him. So bye. There's a million places that want to hire me really badly. So I'll go do that. We'll see. He apologizes.
We're going to talk you out of
it. Good luck, because I'm pretty pissed at him. I mean, that's just so uncalled for. The fucking shit
I agree. It's not,
It's not even about like, because I know what I do for this place, and it's not even an arrogance thing. It's just an obvious thing. I've worked under 4 other GMs here. I know how they don't
You've
show
been
up.
under a lot of people, so.
Anyways, I'm not going to let that be the topic of this talk.
I'll get him really growled up here.
I've been amped up all day, so I needed to nap.
I know you said something about it earlier. I thought, okay, he's just kidding, right? Remember you said I saw you earlier. You said, I'm going to go look for another job. You told me that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I thought, okay, you didn't tell me what was going on either. And I thought, okay, it's just bullshitting.
I wish. It's just, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of literally pouring in everything just for him to show up out of nowhere and be like, find a rock out of place and act like we're just a bunch of shitheads.
Right. It'd be different if it was, I know we don't need to be talking about this, but if he's up here, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, obviously. But, it's even that, though, is still not the same because you're here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week,
I sneak off a couple hours a week to go do stuff, but it's like, y'all still text me while I'm gone. But it's all good, dude. Like, I like being here. I like what I do.
Yeah, we don't want Jeff
I,
leaving.
I don't want to leave, but I'm not going to have the person who's supposed to pour support into me talking shit behind my back.
Right.
So I almost wrote a couple emails today to the board, and like I got really close. I almost even texted Tim Cole, like,
well,
he's on our side.
If that happens, you know what you have to do. So,
I've got receipts too for the last 5 years.
They may reel you back in, saying, Jeff, don't, no.
That's what I want. I would like an apology and at least a little word of encouragement. For fuck's sake, he pours into Sarah, pours into Daniel, and I get his grump ass sit. Like, I understand I'm the GM. I can take the brunt of that.
Right.
But I'm still a human.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. So, what else? I'm having a bad day.
That's good. You need to talk about it. You can't hold it all inside.
I'm a Libra Sun Scorpio Moon, so I just found that out yesterday. I paid 50 cents for a birth chart. I put the time I was born, this whole thing. And I'm a Libra sign, but my sun, moon, rising is Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius.
Is that good, bad? I don't know.
We should probably.
I don't know how that works.
It makes a lot of sense about why I am the way I am. And like why I react certain ways. But now that I have awareness, I'm not going to use the negative side as a crutch. Like, I'm going to try to fix it. I don't want to be a bitch. So.
We just edit all that out. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm real on here. Like, everyone needs to know I go through it too, but I'm still going to show up on here and talk to people. And it's all about reaction. Like I feel mad right now and I'm talking about it, but
right.
I didn't write the emails. I didn't gripe out.
You didn't do it. You were like this close to doing it.
Yeah.
But you could have did it, but you didn't do it yet.
Yeah, because I guarantee if I'd have sent an angry text saying, "Why are you talking about me behind my back?" It probably would have been a whole, I'm sorry. Like, he probably would have taken accountability.
Right.
Because I guarantee you he was probably just being facetious. But he doesn't like it when people joke about him.
See, that's wrong then, see?
Yeah, because we used to have, when the volunteers or whoever do their programs, we have the flash drives, and we used to have a little tiny boot connected to one.
Mm-hmm.
And the old GM that hired me said one day, "Oh, looks like he lost his shoe." And he walked in right as he said that and got pissed at him. "You don't talk about me that way. I'm the director." No, you don't get to act like a drill sergeant and then not.
No, we've been.
This isn't the army. Like, you're just a civilian to me. So. Trying to think if anything exciting's happened
in the last 2 days. No,
and nothing really has.
On the one we were here last. Seemed like 2 days. No more than that.
Welcome to the new people. Like, views have been crazy. I put up a TikTok yesterday. Got like 1,000 overnight.
A TikTok?
Yeah.
From what?
The podcasting.
Oh,
I'll
really?
put up clips everywhere. Yeah.
Maybe it's the wrong platform.
Well, I mean, there's over 25,000 on here.
TikTok, you got like all those platforms. You got different like restrictions what you can and can't do. Obviously, right? Just like music, we were talking about that last time. You can't you can't play music. It's copyrighted,
right?
And then they'll like ban you for a month or a week or.
Well, I've had 2 copyright hits since I started doing this, and they don't affect anything. They just don't let the video be seen until I take it off.
Oh, I see. So once you take it down,
they'll take it down for you.
Oh.
Yeah, they put it private, but they said this doesn't affect anything else. So I guess if I'd started taking advantage of it, they would.
Yeah, it's like you're playing like some copyright thing every day or something, right?
Yeah, they'd ban me or suspend me.
Yeah, probably suspend me first.
But all the stuff I've been releasing besides those couple of clips has been original. So, but TikTok, I forgot about it. I hadn't really posted much on it, and then the other day I just started posting all the clips I've been recycling through.
Like, are you doing like short clips on TikTok?
Yeah, because this software that I'm streaming on right now will make the clips for me. It does all the AI. It's AI. Will make the description and the hashtags.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine with me.
The hashtags is what you need because that's what draws people.
That's what does
to
it.
Watch it, right? Because trying to figure out yourself is like. You know,
Yeah,
you can
I'm
do it
stupid.
yourself, but nobody's gonna watch it.
Yeah. Don't I know?
Because you don't know the right. You could be like, you know, it could be 1,000 words, but you know, doesn't mean anybody's gonna particular that, you know, are looking for that particular thing either. You know,
Yeah, I released when I started releasing episodes last March. What was it? I was only releasing them through Spreaker. I didn't even have this set up yet. No cameras, nothing. First 5 episodes I think got like 50 listens. And then I started adding hashtags, and each episode was getting like a few hundred.
Well, see,
And now it's up to thousands. But
so does it sound you get more views on TikTok? It sounds like, right?
that one video did. It was a story I told about Daniel when he worked for Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I know. He was talking about that today or yesterday or something.
Mhm. And this guy got on TikTok. Well, actually,
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. I don't work for Coca-Cola.
You got little commenters, you know.
That's not how it happens.
That's not true.
Wow, then you push your glasses up. No, I mean, I was like, I don't know. You know how we humans, we play telephone. We just pass on info we hear. And if it was something detrimental to humanity, like, you know, the president's issuing a nuclear warning or something, I wouldn't just spread shit like that. But this is Coca-Cola. I can afford to get the info wrong.
Well, probably I think Coca-Cola runs the United States anyway.
Dude, they're pieces of shit. But I drink it.
They're right here.
Yeah, there's like
In
a million
Atlanta.
bottles. Well, actually, I threw most of them
Mine is
away.
like the world headquarters, isn't it? Or the
Yep.
U.S. headquarters, world
Mhm.
headquarters.
It
Yep.
got started here. World of Coke is actually pretty cool. The
Yep.
museum. I went to the original one. They had one in the 90s that I don't remember when they closed it, but I went to that one. They had an old soda jerk fountain set up.
Jerk.
Remember those? Were you ever a soda jerk?
Jerk. No, that was way before my time.
So your dad was a soda jerk?
No,
No,
we're just a bunch of jerks. Nothing to do with soda.
Yeah. But they have a machine in there that you take a cup, you put it on a little sensor, and it'll shoot the Coke or Sprite through the air and land right in your cup.
Through the air?
Yep.
No way.
It's cool, man. It shoots right through.
We should get one of those.
For real. You want your tea? Ours, the lines would get so thick with sugar, it would just stop shooting. Because Rick makes candy tea. Candy tea.
Candy tea.
Get me diabetes.
That's gonna be a new thing. We're gonna have, you know, we're gonna have sweet tea suckers.
Sweet tea suckers. And then we'll find like what's a common bug around here, like those Mexican candies where they put the scorpion.
Oh
in the
yeah,
middle.
or like the worm in them or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We'll put
Find some bug. Yeah.
butterflies.
There you go.
Yeah, I went to my doctor while you were at yours, and I was like, I'm an hour and a half away. My medicine, I'm 2 days early, like 2 days. Can I just go ahead and get it filled, please? And they were like, yeah, no problem. Here. And then it written right on it, don't fill until
you can't
today.
fill until that day, until today, right?
Yep. And so that's why I was gonna go to town.
Yeah, because some things they won't let you fill really.
It's a scheduled narcotic.
Like with my migraine med, it's like once every 20 days, but it normally takes a number. They never have it in stock, so it takes a number of days to get it first, and that's why. See,
do you ever call ahead and like, hey, I'm coming in 3 days. Get it coming, get it on the way.
Because most of the time they don't stock that for some reason, so not enough people probably take it either. So
yeah,
or there's not enough people in like this area.
How do you inject?
Just like right here, my stomach.
That made my tingle.
Well, I can stick it in other places, but it was like, you know, how freaky in the beginning. It was so freaky because I don't mind getting shots from the doctor, like, you know, drawing blood and stuff. Because it was even still when I do it once a month, kind of have to get psyched up to do it.
Yeah,
it still kind of freaks me out a little bit, but not as much anymore because it only takes like 10 seconds. Once you push the button, it's like a pen. Once you push the button, it's like 10 seconds and it's done. Now, if I was ever a diabetic, there'd be no freaking way.
Yeah, just let me die.
Yeah,
die
because that's all the time. That's not like once a month either. See, so that'd be I can't even prick my finger. You know, if you want to like somehow do like a blood test at home or something, I could never do that.
Yeah,
that freaks me out.
When I was an EMT, that happened several times. I'd go and someone would be crashing out from sugar, I'd know right away, but I would still take like a pinprick of the finger and then just check their blood sugar.
I can't do that.
Yeah, I had to get this girl crashed out at her high school. We went and got her, and we were in the back of the ambulance, and I pricked her finger, and she went. And I said, "Yeah, I bet that hurt."
Yeah, because like with being diabetic, you got to test your blood, see if you're low or high in sugar,
Yeah.
and then either you have to give yourself insulin depending on if you're low or not.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. There'd be just too much.
It's like diabetic. It's like bet.
I'd get overload in sugar and like go into coronary or something.
Man, they can't get blood from me. My body's like, no, I'm gonna keep it right here.
I know what you have. You have sweet tea running through your veins.
And Diet Coke. I don't know. Those Mexican Cokes in the bottle over there are freaking delicious, dog.
See.
And so is the Sprite and 7-Up. Hell yeah. But back to the blood thing. When I went to the doctor, I had 2 different nurses in there trying to get blood, and they could not get it. And I told y'all, you're going to have to get it from my neck, but I'm not going to let you do that today because they just wanted to test my blood.
From your neck?
Yeah,
really?
yeah. I don't have veins. Look.
Well, how are you alive then?
Oh, they're in there. I'm just not letting you have
hard,
it.
It gets hard to find them if they're taking blood or something, right?
Yeah, so this lady comes in who's been a nurse for like 40 years, and she's like, no, she had a cigarette in her mouth. Nobody gets blood past me. I said, okay, good luck. Anyways, after 4 tries, I was like, can you just stop? Just stop.
I've never had anybody stick me more than once, like in one arm. Even with me, sometimes it's hard to find them. And they'll like say squeeze your fist. Like mine was the doctor today. I had to give blood. She stuck it the first time, no problem.
Yeah.
But normally you can tell if somebody's been doing it a long time or somebody's not been doing it a long time, and they might stick it once or twice. They always say, "Oh, tell me if I'm hurting you or not." Yeah,
you're hurting me.
It hurts a little bit going in, but if you start like jiggling around in there, yeah, of course it hurts.
Fuck off! You got the butterfly one. No, but the last time they actually had to get blood from me, they pulled it from a vein in my neck, and I did not like it.
Well, that could always be a problem because you could let's say something happened to you, you go to the ER. They don't. Well, I'm sure ER doctors know what to do. So, but
go through my balls.
They go what is obvious, the arm first, right? Because you can't talk and you can't communicate, then they're just going to do whatever they can do.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, well, medical care is actually really easy. It's as easy as ABC, decap, BTLS, airway, breathing, circulation. Are they breathing or are they bleeding? If so, fix those first, and then we'll go from there. But I was in combat lifesaver school in the Army. Did you hear about that one? No. So you're not a medic but I was infantry. So CLS is combat lifesaver. So I carried IV bags. I learned how to start IVs. I already knew that from my EMT days.
But you weren't officially a medic though.
Right. Medics in the Army, at least back 20 years ago, were nationally registered EMTs, paramedics. So that's like the school they went through. I already went through that school and I had no desire to be a medic. I wanted to be infantry. But because of my background, the unit was like, guess what? You're voluntold. So
here's another 50 pounds.
Yeah, but they would do they made us practice starting IVs in stressful situations and stuff, and I got pretty good at it. So
well, you have to. If you're like in a combat situation and you got all this stuff like noise and bullets flying and bombs going off, that's probably the highest stressful situation you have, right?
Ever since until I started working here. I'm just kidding.
But you get to remain calm, like as a medic or whatever. You have to remain calm if you're taking care of other GIs, let's say, right?
Doc is the man.
You got to stop the blood bleeding or whatever is going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to, because you just freak out. Then you're gonna need somebody to come in and take care of you too.
Yeah. Well, luckily, every guy I went on missions with, no one freaked out. We were all pretty composed. So I found out later some of them were mentally stressed as fuck. But they
don't have to be in a situation like that to be mentally fucked up. I know a lot of guys. Even when I was trying to get out in Section 8, telling them.
You were?
Not me. No, I know people. I know somebody did get out in Section 8 actually.
Oh,
I mean, he always acted like he he was like spec 4 at the time, and he was like always doing something really off the wall.
Wow, that's spec
He
force
wanted
for
to get
you.
he wanted to get out bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Sham shield.
And the kind of the nail in the coffin was when we're out in those place we used to go in summertime in Germany. 2 weeks go to a place called Grafenwehr, do a lot of exercises and like training, and he burned down our whole army tent with all their crap in it, and that got him out.
My man, you got his
The
number?
only thing we had was the clothes on our back. That's it.
Oh, he burned all your shit too?
Yeah, I was in the same unit.
You still got his number?
No,
We should call him up and be like, you still owe me from that fire in the 90s.
I remember having to go and like, because it burned up, and it was like, had to try to get even like military issue stuff. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Like you have to, like what'd you lose? And then you got to give them inventory vein, personal items, right? What you lose. They don't obviously give you a dollar amount because it's hard to come up with dollar. It's like a personal item, right? But you had to do is like inventory, like everything you lost, right? Then they would determine, well, you get the military issue stuff back, no problem. Personal stuff, we might give you, $100 or something. Too bad, so say.
Like I had a 700-inch TV. Turned
No,
to ash.
not out there. You want to say because they used to pack the whole unit. We'd go out there for 2 weeks, like 2 weeks in the summer. It was another Grafenwehr, big training area, and a lot of units from Germany would go out there, and then we go back, generally.
We trained in Germany,
but we never would, it was like in an army tent. It wasn't like in the rear when you'd be in your barracks and stuff,
Yeah.
But that's why I drove a Jeep when we went out there, because I didn't have anything to do really. So,
Yeah, I got to qualify. Same thing. They sent Doc Boone and me to the range in Kuwait. We were, was it Kuwait? It was Kuwait or Texas.
That's a big difference.
Same fucking thing. No, but
same.
We were there as medical in case someone got shot for the pistol range.
Were they like, was like basic or was like not?
No, we were in the unit.
Well, basic is like the one you need people like that.
Yeah, I was way out of basic. I'm pretty sure we were deployed.
I mean, because you always see these guys in basic where like they'd be pointing the gun at the drill sergeant.
Oh,
yeah,
shit, dude.
Seriously, man. Or they'd be pointing, they keep it down range, right? But they'd be pointing like this way. I remember seeing guys do that. It's like, I mean, they weren't loaded, but still.
Yeah, my drill sergeant Bostic, he's the reason I flip people off, because he used to walk in and flip us off. And
Really?
I always thought it was funny, so I just started adopting that. But he was a smoker, so he would eat sunflower seeds while we were at ranges and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd see him walking down, and I knew where he'd been because I'd see the little seeds. It's like, here comes drill sergeant. No, but while we were deployed, I mean, we just showed up as medical help, but there was still time. So they let us go ahead and qualify too, but no one got shot. So boring day. But like, because of that, I got to carry a pistol.
Well, even when like in basic, the training grenades, even because you eventually throw the live ones.
Yeah,
right?
we threw live ones.
But like people wouldn't throw them far enough. I'm serious. I
know.
I'm just, you got the drill sergeant like yelling.
You are a no-go at this station. How many times I heard that? You are a no-go at this station. Not by me. I
don't remember by drill sergeant's name, but I remember he was a redhead. He was atheist because he wouldn't let anybody go to like religious services.
See, he's not supposed to stop you from.
I know, but he was an idiot.
Yeah.
But you think of that of everybody. Of course, later on when I was like on active duty, one of my kind of superiors, he was an E7. He was like a former drill sergeant. I mean, you kind of never lose that, but it's like, he was the kind of guy like, yeah, he was a drop and give me 100, no problem.
They never gave us a number. They're just like, get down, drop. One time I got left on the running track because I hate running. I fucking hate it.
Never ran since I got out of the military.
I don't want to run anymore. I did run on the walk down the other day. It was freezing, so I kind of jogged, but No, like it was still new and basic. It was only like a couple weeks in. I hadn't gotten into that running shape yet because to graduate, we had to do the Eagle Run, which was 5 miles in 45 minutes in formation. We weren't even close to that yet. I'm talking week 2 or something. And I just kept falling out of these runs. So he's like, stay on the track. And then they forgot about me. So for 2 hours, I was out there just like jogging slow, like, man, fuck you. I hope you come out. And then someone was like, I can't. They told me about it later in the barracks, but drill sergeant King was like, where the fuck is England? And they were like, he's still out there running. And he was like, oh shit. And so like he came out there and got me, but he did not say sorry.
I don't like running. By the time I got to AIT, which was in Fort Lee, it was better with it. And then when I got over to Germany, there's like a month I had to do it. And then after that, never had to do it again. And then when I came back to Fort Lee, did it for just a little bit of time because I was there 2 years, but then I never had to do it again because like I said, one time it's like who I work for.
Yeah, you paper pushers.
I got those privileges. Well, I said all the officers I work for got the privileges. You know, as long as you do a good job, as long as you suck ass.
Suck ass. Okay.
Or whatever, you know what I mean?
Kiss ass.
Kiss ass, you know, whatever. I vowed never to run again. Once I got out of the military, you know, why? There's no reason to.
They have a problem if infantry don't stay in shape. They wanted us to run. They made us do kit runs.
Well, you guys, yeah, you probably had to run every day, like 10 miles.
No. The worst one was the 2-mile kit runs in formation. We put our body armor on, boots, ammo, everything, and we would do 2 miles.
Full gear or just body armor?
Fucking gear.
Really?
Helmet, everything, and we would run in 2-mile formations.
So 2 miles?
Oh, that was shitty. I wanted to fall out of those, but you don't want people to see that.
What, like falling out?
It's embarrassing.
Was this when you're in active duty?
Yeah, this was in Texas before we deployed. We had 2 months, 60 days. We didn't get I think we got half a day on July 4th off. But other than that, we trained every single day, clearing buildings, running,
because it was
training.
Infantry, and where you were headed. Did you know where you were going at the time?
We knew where we were going. We just didn't know what part of the country. But once we got there and we realized where we were and what we were doing, we're like, oh, this is why.
Oh, fuck.
Because we were like, besides air support, anybody on the ground would have taken hours to get to us. So, but come on, we ain't scared. It wasn't until later, years later, that I found out that we were there during the insurgency surge.
You were?
Yep. That's why we were on the border. We were interdicting who we could, but you
didn't know that at the time, though, right?
So we had no clue. We just were like, damn, there's a lot of dudes all the fucking time.
You just go where they tell you to go, right?
Yes. And they were always watching us, like insurgency. One time we had to go. Who was I telling that story to? I don't remember. We had to go rescue Sergeant Hughes, Sergeant Blackstone, Arbos, and Eshate because they were keeping eyes on a village that was overtaken by fucking Al-Qaeda stronghold.
So they were watching a village that was taken over.
Supposed to. They got seen the same couple hours. But they were going to be dropped for a couple days, so we set up our patrol base, and they radio us that they're coming. They're coming up the hill, and then we start hearing the machine guns. So we rushed our ass over there. It was a 6-hour firefight. We got them, though. Bodies. We got them. But no, it wasn't until the end of that fight that other units started showing up because they'd heard on the radio. But that's how long it took. And by then the fun was over.
Well, it's over. Yeah.
But like I said, we knew they were watching us because we had set up our patrol base. And when we got back, all of our cots and everything were gone.
Oh.
So they saw us rush out of there and they came and scooped up. Motherfuckers. Because we're sleeping on the ground tonight.
That's right.
No, we were ready to go back after that. That was a rough one. We called in air support, or Lieutenant did, and they had nothing to give us. So this B-17 something like that. C-130, not B.
Oh,
that's like World War II.
C-130 is a really big plane.
Really big. And so we're like, no, don't drop any bombs. You'll kill everybody. But they dropped flares, and we could just see like the dudes going towards our guys, and it looked like this anthill. I was like, oh, we're about to mop up. Disgusting. Oh, heartburn. It's all that sweet sugar tea I'm drinking.
That's right. You gotta stop drinking that crap.
I got hooked on Monsters when I was deployed. Those things are good.
Yeah, probably good you're not doing them.
Yeah, it was bad. And then trucking, dude. Heartburn. It sucks waking up and not being able to breathe.
It sucks waking up and not being able to wake up.
Sometimes you say stuff and I have to think about it for a second. I'm like, wait.
Think about that.
I can't. I'm trying to plan my day tomorrow.
Yeah, you know it's not going to go. It's all going to go sideways.
Yeah. I could wake up at 5:30.
5:30.
I could go in at 6 and make the lunches.
Goose is going to do them.
But I could do them. And then I won't feel bad if I leave early. Not that I'll feel bad anyway. I got to get him, Goose. I got to get Kyle back in here.
I know.
Kyle's got friends.
I was talking today with Kyle about it, and yesterday talking to Goose about it. You know, I said I was doing well because I thought yesterday we were doing it.
Oh yeah, and I bitched out.
He said, "What number is it? I don't know, like 5 now, I think."
I'm actually releasing the last one we did tonight.
Something like 5. He said he wants to do it. I keep wanting to do one with Jowett. But Jowett always wants to.
Dude, I don't want to.
He's trying to fix his damn computer. He telling me about
2 years now. He's been fixing that
20
damn
minutes,
computer.
20 minutes a day. I gotta send a microprocessor in and get a new one. It doesn't work. I said, well, what do you do with your time then?
Right.
He said he watches anime.
Yeah. And he's been fixing that computer. He'll say every day, "Oh, I figured out my computer." Now I'm just like, I believe you. It's like when he says I'm done smoking. He's like, "This is my last cigarette." It's been your last cigarette for 12 years.
We know that. I've 6 or 7 months I've been here. I've seen that like every other day.
Yeah. It's not the cigarettes the next day. It's the cigarettes.
The damn computer doesn't work. It's that and it's it.
Dude, I love Jowett, man. But yeah, it's weird because I'll be like, "You want a podcast?" And he's like, "No, I don't have anything to say." And then we'll chat for 2 hours. I'm like, we could have just.
You sit here, Joe. I guarantee you'll start talking.
Yeah. Well, he'll sit in here sometimes with other people and won't say anything.
Oh, we know that one. That one I saw where I watched. He was here when you were over there.
Yeah. When he was with
just sitting there, and that was with
Kirsten.
Kirsten,
Mhm.
yeah.
She's done 3 now.
I'm gonna be the top dog here with.
You got the only pinnacle.
I'm trying to get at least twice a week.
Oh man, I need to find a way to start planning more shows because it was easier to do let's just talk about whatever when I was doing them like once a month. But now that I want to do them more, I need to plan a little better instead of sitting here like.
There's so much I could talk about.
Talk.
Really?
Right now. Start.
It was like me and Kyle were talking today. It's just like the same thing. Just like a normal conversation. That's all it is.
Really
Only difference is you got Mike in my face. You know?
Yeah.
Mike and Mike.
Mike's Mike. That's Mike's Mike.
That's the only difference. You know?
Yeah. I did one with Sarah the other day.
Oh, yeah, you did
that was
one.
when we got back. I had to rush down here.
Yeah, I remember that.
I came tearing in this door here, and she
locked.
was already sitting where you are. No, that's. I'd have broke it down at that point. She was like, "You came in like a storm." I'm like, "Well, I'm an hour late to everything today." So, and I got yelled at by the pharmacy. "You can't get this today." Well, that's what I'm asking. Nah, she was nice.
Come on, here's 100. You can give it to me now. Okay?
Right. Slide it across.
No, some of those you're right there. You can't get them in early because I've had stuff like that in the past where.
That's not what I was asking though. I was saying, can I leave this here and then I'll come pick it up Friday? But she was acting like I wanted to get it filled early.
Oh, right.
But she didn't speak English, so I was like, "How are you a pharmacist?
You come back next month."
Yeah. I was like, "No, I'll be here Friday, bitch."
No, you won't. You weren't here Friday. She was waiting for you today. And you didn't show up.
That sucks. She's gonna be like, "Now you have to wait." Oh, that's a scary face.
It is scary. Yeah, nobody's gonna watch this one.
I have no control over that. I just stopped caring. Once I stopped caring, people started caring. You know?
Yeah.
What?
What?
What'd I say?
Something about somebody caring. I didn't care. You didn't care.
Just like my
Jowett-
parents
Jowett
never
doesn't-
listening to me.
Jowett doesn't care.
Dude, I'll be talking to Jowett and there'll be like a 20-second pause and then he'll go, yeah.
We were talking something about that today about numbers. He said, "Oh, this Jeff and all his number stuff."
Hey, it's real though.
It is, because I was saying like almost every day I see like 1, 2, 3, 4. I
Mhm.
just randomly look at my phone and it just happens to be at that time. I'm not looking at the clock or anything. It's not like I'm trying to.
Exactly. That's the point.
I know. I was trying to tell him that. He's like, oh well, whatever.
He hates that we evolve and grow and he's stuck watching anime and fixing a computer.
He's like, whatever, I mean,
I don't care because and when he gives me advice, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Who are you to give me advice? I went from getting dumped to being the GM with doing a hobby I'm passionate about. Like I'm such a piece of shit. Give me a break. And it's like and they don't even know. Like I don't point out the numbers more than like 10% of the time. But Brandon knows it's real.
Brandon, what, Goose, you mean?
No, I call Goose. Brandon is our housekeeping manager.
Oh, that's right.
But I'm just talking shit. I'm mad again.
You see this.
It makes me not want to like share things because like
it's nice to be shared because it gets you a chance to open up because if you don't
Yeah.
talk to some, a lot of us are, we talk to each other, for 5 minutes here and there, and the rest of the time we're just, talking to yourself, if you want to call it that. You don't get a chance to like go talk to people,
I know. So I try to do
I
that.
mean, like be more like as a different. It's more like I don't know how to explain it. It's not like in passing if you have a conversation because we're all here all the time. It's more
yeah, this
like
has been an ongoing thing for like
it's
8
more
months.
like I'm the doctor, you're the patient.
Oh, you're the doctor.
I'm the psychiatrist. I'm trying to dig into your soul.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he doesn't have to worry anymore because I don't want to tell him about anything now because I was trying to bring up the growth of this the other day. Just I was proud of it, and the motherfucker couldn't have cared less.
Who,
So.
Brandon or Jowett?
Jowett. So
yeah, see, I don't think he was interested in this stuff.
yeah, but he wants to tell us every detail about every minute he spends at the studio. And then I went to a party and I had fun. People like me again. It's like, so it sounds like I'm talking shit, but I would say all this to him sitting right here.
I know that's kind of what your friendship is, though, too. See,
I mean, we've had our fuck yous. Like he came in the kitchen one day, he was like, "Fuck you," and I was like, "Bitch, fuck you."
if he doesn't like this thing, that's so be it.
I don't care. I don't force him to do it.
I know you do whatever you want to do.
But when it suddenly has 1 million listeners, he's gonna probably want his song played all of a sudden. Watch that.
Yeah. See how that's gonna work, right?
Not I, said the little red hen.
You need that. Come on. If you have 1 million,
Like,
I need
like,
some.
Yeah. I do a $10,000 promo spot on my show.
Some kickback. Once we start playing your song.
Yeah, I'll play mine. I'll play it right now. Just kidding. I've got like 13 online. Damn, it's been 43 minutes already. I feel like I thought we just started.
We did. 43 minutes ago.
43 on the clock, Holmes.
43. See, there we go. There's numbers again.
I see them every hour.
43. Yeah, well, you're looking.
What's that clock say?
Oh, that's wrong. 448.
448. Okay, yeah. That doesn't mean shit to me.
No, it's
the main numbers I see is like whatever time it is, 26 or 43. Those are the main ones I see.
26. Well, you said something about 26.
Yeah, I see that all the time.
43 too.
One time I saw 26 on a light. I was eating at Culver's by myself, and I looked out the window, and I saw a license plate that's had 26 on it. So I took a picture, zoomed in a little bit, took a picture until finally, after like 8 pictures, I was right up on the 26. Then I sent that to Brandon because he's the one. I'll show him 26 all the time, and he's at that point where he's like, "Oh my gosh," So it's like, well, look, because it shows up in ways I cannot stage.
Right.
and I wouldn't stage it anyways. That doesn't being non-authentic isn't my style. So.
Right. It'd be like, you just like walking around trying to find something like that, right?
Right. Yeah, no, it's always just random, and it's been going on for months. Some days I'm just like, I'll look at my phone over and over again. 11
Does 26 have a meaning? Do you know?
It's my birthday.
Well, we know that, but there may be besides that.
Yeah.
I mean, do all numbers have a meaning, or like would it be individual numbers, right? Like 1 through, let's say 1 through 0.
Yeah, there's
because there's no like, there's endless amount of numbers. So, I mean, you got,
like
one
Danielle gave me this for my birthday, and these are all like 111, 999, but there's a whole slew of angel numbers of 1, 2, 3, 4, 26. There, and you just call it whatever you want. Some people call it evil.
Well, is that anything to do with like numerology?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is, right.
But then I looked it up, and of course, some asshole scientist is like, "Wow, actually," and they described it in a way that your brain sees patterns and stuff.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, I agree with that. I understand. But for the first 39 years of my life, I never saw numbers like this.
So, yeah.
It was my perception changing and my growth.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe it is just seeing patterns, but either way, it means something to my soul.
Right.
That's what matters.
Well, you said 26 is your birthday. How about, you said you see 43. What's
43 is the way.
Well, you're not 43.
Not yet. 43 is.
Maybe that's what that means.
It means love you.
Well, maybe that's what it means too, though.
4 letters in love, 3 in you.
Maybe, your birthday when you turn 43, maybe there's something there.
I hope I die.
No, we don't. You hit the lottery for $2 billion or something. That's probably what happened.
And then I die.
Yeah, and then you die the day after. You die from a heart attack. That's all.
2112 on the clock.
See, there we go.
Yeah, so I don't see like 2112. I won't see that all day, every day, but I'll see it like right now, and the 2112.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't, it only read, it's weird. I don't know. Sometimes I'll see a number and I'll be like, okay, what is it? I'll have to look it up. Like, I'll be seeing it all day. What does this mean?
Right. Well, the reason you're seeing it all day, probably, right?
But then I forget. Yeah, so I'm going to get, I have to get more bananas tomorrow.
Oh.
I had 3 today.
Oh, you got like 5 left.
3. I bought 6. Now I'm down to 3.
She can just grow bananas.
Dude, bananas scare me.
Turn the heat up. You grow fine in here all year.
Dude, nice and delicious.
This is sweating in the summer.
You think Maddie and Sarah are having a good time on their road trip?
Well, where are they going?
New York, like Syracuse
They
area.
both going to New York?
They're going to Sarah's family.
Did Maddie's going to Sarah's family?
Yeah, 8 years we were together, and we never went anywhere but her family.
I don't know.
I don't give a fuck.
Maybe they'll get stuck in a snowstorm and won't be able to get back.
Well, they better get back and come to work because this place is going to fall apart.
They're
without Sarah.
They're going the wrong way to not avoid snow. I'll tell you.
I know they should have gone to Miami.
Oh, somewhere like anywhere, Miami or Louisiana or heck, even Texas.
No, I'm gonna advocate against Texas.
Okay, maybe Louisiana then.
Louisiana's all right. New Orleans is cool.
Skip over Texas, maybe Southern California. Well, that's pretty far. You won't go that far.
Let me get some beignets and gator bites.
You won't go that far. Unless you get stuck in this blizzard. I don't know.
You know what? I can't even drink this tea.
Why?
Because my mask.
Well, you should have a hole for you to get a straw.
Okay, kind of like those thick straws from McDonald's.
Well,
those straws are dummy thick.
I didn't know Maggie was going with Sarah to her family. I thought Maggie was maybe going. They were going their own way.
Nope.
Let's see, that's kind of weird too.
I'm still like sad about that whole situation. But it's been a year. I'm done. I'm done being. I'm not trying to get it back. I'm just mourning it because I can now. The first 6 months, I mean, how are you supposed to mourn when the person is still right around you every
I
day?
know that's the thing. How
Like,
because most situation wouldn't be like that. They would be not around you anymore, right?
right. That made me feel like more shit because I was like, oh, you're just okay with being around here?
Yeah,
Like,
see,
you don't
that'd
need
be-
to heal? Like, our 8 years was nothing to you? That's how it feels. But I don't know. I'm just being a little bitch.
Seems like strange. I don't know.
I never know where I stand with people. So I just do my best.
We'll just sit down if you can't stand.
Yeah. People like to gaslight me. They tell me my intuition's wrong all the time. It sucks, but it's not. They're just cowards.
Just say whatever I want to. That's the way way I feel about stuff.
I just don't like people that are not authentic. Like, be authentic, be real, just quit being fake. But everyone wants to be fake all the time, except you. You and Rick are real.
Rick are real. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's age. All these other young punks.
Kids trying to show off.
Maybe it's all these young punks.
Like the dude's like, oh, I just got to stand here and look like this, and girls will come fuck me. They'll come suck my dick because I just look like this. I'm about to snap. I just feel like I'm about to snap because I don't have any
no snapping.
support.
No snapping.
I'll just take the S off. Snap. No snapping allowed, but napping is all right.
Yeah, there you go. Just go for a long nap.
Mm-hmm. It's like I'll just stop using my integrity and doing what's right. I'll just sit in my apartment all day until they fire me.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that.
Fuck it.
You won't do that.
Since I'm useless around here, I need a haircut. Look at this fucking mop
So
top.
just have one.
I know. Look at this mop.
Just,
I look like a fucking Who from Whoville.
You just shave it off. Go back to military cut.
Hell no. When we got to Texas, I was like, all right, we're about to be training every day. There's no women to care. So I shaved my head and then I took a razor and made it skin just to see what it was like. And they started saying, Private Pile. Gomer Pile.
Oh my God.
What was that? Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. You look like you could suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
That's right.
Our drill sergeants were way meaner than he was. Dude, my shark attack, I'll never forget that. I remember drill sergeant, I can't remember his name because he was from a different platoon. But my company had 4 platoons, and each of them had 3 drill sergeants.
That's probably about right, yeah.
So there was 9 of them that day. And our guy, well, he wasn't my platoon's drill sergeant, but he was one of the company drill sergeants. And he got on the bus and just goes, get the fuck off my bus. I hear the guy behind me go, oh, shit.
Was that when you got there?
Yeah, that was when we were done with the reception. Like it's time to go. Delta 258, baby. And man, so it was chaos, whatever. We're sitting on our bags and they're going over how to do, it's high stress as fuck. They're going over how to stand at attention and right face, all that bullshit. Yeah. But my right leg goes to sleep. And I was so scared to move, I just let it. And then they called my name up for something and I go limping over there. And of course I lied on my application at 30th, when you're joining the Army.
Right.
And so this drill sergeant Holmes, he was so mean. He's the one who forgot me on the track. Comes over and he's like, did you withhold any medical information? And I was like, oh shit. I was like, no, drill sergeant. And he's like, well, your leg looking pretty fucked up. And then I was like, oh fuck, he's good. He didn't notice. Or he doesn't know anything. He's just talking shit about my leg. I was like, my leg's asleep. He's like, get the fuck out of my face. And then there was Drill Sergeant Shorter, who ended up later going to Afghanistan and getting a Silver Star, which is pretty cool.
Really?
But he was really short, so his name was fitting.
Really?
He was like, yeah, Drill Sergeant Shorter, and he was mean. He had to be, though, because he was short. We're in line for chow, and someone asked me a question, and I'm like, yes. And he saw that. He saw it. And he looks at me, and I still had a bunch of weight I hadn't lost yet, and he goes, oh, Pillsbury, you want to talk? And I was like, no. He goes, shut up. Gets right in my face. And I was like, those first 3 weeks were the hardest. And then the guy that got on my bus and he was just like, get the fuck. I think it was Sergeant Hernandez or something. He ended up being cool. He'd come up to the barracks at night when he was on overnight duty. We'd play quarters and he'd bring cereal boxes, like the little camping size ones, and we could win cereal. And yeah, when we graduated, he was like one of the nicest people.
Well, by the time you get through like those 8 weeks, it's not near as like rough as in the beginning.
Well, my basic and AIT was all together, so it's 14 straight
well,
weeks.
you see, yeah, I had to go somewhere else for that. So, but it wasn't like, going to AIT was not like basic by any means,
No, ours, well, yeah, we went through, I guess they had the phases different. Like we had red phase, blue phase, white phase, and they'd always threaten us. We're going to go right back to red phase, which is like square one. But then you get to black phase.
Of course, then there's the guys that just have to leave too, because there's guys that drop out.
No, they wouldn't let us drop out.
No,
When I
saw guys in my unit. They just like gonna take either the yell it, the way it drills on and gets up in your face and yells up. Some people just had to say, "I can't do this," and they just leave.
It's like the easiest part.
There were no women in when I was in, so I didn't have any women in any of the units when I was in. Like in basic, but there were guys just said they just couldn't mentally do it, and they just
Yeah, when I joined,
I don't know. Wonder what happens then, because if you do you get out? I mean, wonder what happens then.
Sometimes, depending
you sign
on the
contract in a way, right? Saying I'm going into the army, right?
Yep. And sometimes
if you can't hit basic, then what happens?
It depends. So like when I was in, I had a kid. There was a dude that wanted to drop out, and they were like, "The fuck you are? You're going through this, and if you still refuse, they'll send you to Leavenworth. They're going to get their time."
Of course, it may be a little bit. Might have been different later because we were in two different times.
Yeah, you were at peacetime.
So, but I don't. I've just always wondering what maybe they do something. Try to. I don't know. Maybe just get your mind right or something. Who knows?
Yeah, there's probably steps they take.
Yeah, and maybe they try to do it again or let them do it again. Right. I mean,
I was petrified they were going to kick me out. I was like, I don't want to be recycled. I want to do this. I want to finish it. But I was bad at PT. I couldn't run. I could do the push-ups and sit-ups easy because I think back then I had to do 42 in 2 minutes, knock those out in under a minute. And then you had to do 50 some odd sit-ups, and I could knock those out really quick. The running, though, I just hate it. So I'd always fail the run by
always
like 10
like somebody's
seconds.
it's always got these guys. You talk to these guys like, oh, I'm gonna be like before I go in, I'm gonna do like 1,000 push-ups every day. But then they get there and they're like the weakest ones there. If you ever notice that, seriously, they get there.
Oh, the talkers you got to watch out for.
And it might be something to do with the mental breakdown too. Because sometimes but some of these guys think they're like can run the 2 miles and like whatever. And then they're like the slowest ones.
They'll trip and fall. It's kind of like, did you watch that movie Hacksaw Ridge?
Probably. That's with Gene Hackman.
No, this is a newer one.
Oh no, I don't know.
Yeah. It's got that Andrew Garfield character. Anyways, there's a guy in the movie he looks like your typical 1940s movie star with the thin mustache. He's like going to be such a hero. And then they get to the battle and they're fighting, and Vince Vaughn's character sees him sitting there and he's like shaking. He's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm injured, Sergeant." He's like, "There's nothing wrong with you." He's like, he was going to be this big hero. He's like, "Look at me go." Turns out he was a giant knob. I think in the movie he ends up becoming a pretty good badass, but it was. I'm thankful for the Army. I really am, regardless of what I deal with 20 years later. But it makes me feel like I can handle this place, but at the same time, I can handle this place, so it pisses me off when people who aren't even here are going to sit there and talk shit.
You can handle it. Just be all right.
I'm doing my best.
Just need these sessions, so I'll schedule for a session 2 days from now. My fee is $100 an hour.
$100 an hour. So I'll give you the show. It's $20. Yeah. Well, damn, our hour's up already. I guess I'm gonna go have a smoke and a pancake.
Smoking a pancake? What the hell is that?
I've heard it before. I just said it. 21:25 on the clock
There we
means
go.
nothing.
Another number check.
I was doing a show with Sarah the other day, and we were talking about 666 because religious people freak out every time they see it. And then I pulled it from the angel number.
Really?
It's like, see, it's all peaceful. So the main cause of atheism and hate in this world is Christianity, 100%. So a bunch of never mind. All right, we're done.
Never mind.
Bye, y'all. Say bye, Michael.
Bye, Michael.